What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Melanie. Yeah, so this little video is about sex before marriage. So I was talking with someone and she was like, she wanted to have sex with her boyfriend and he did not. It's kind of like that strawberry letter that I did before. Only they've only been together for about a year now, and she wants to have sex because she says she has needs, and he wants to stay married. And it's so odd because I saw this same scenario on the Wendy Williams show. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, whatever. And his parents are really strict, so I guess he doesn't want to shame them or upset them or have them judge him. And she's wondering whether or not she should kind of like push or force the issue, and kind of insist that they go ahead and do the nasty. So my thought on that is this. First, why is he, for real, why is he saying no sex before marriage? Most guys, I mean, come on, this is real talk here. Most guys want a piece. They want a piece. And if he is just not really wanting a piece, I'm like, wow, he is some kind of special guy. You know, maybe she should just listen to him and, you know, follow his lead with respect to that. But she's, you know, women have needs and all of that. And I'm kind of like, sex before marriage is a real touchy subject because, you know, you want to get to know your partner in that way, you know, in that sexual way. Okay, let me just speak for myself. I did have sex before marriage. We were childhood sweethearts and we fucked like rabbits. So I did have sex before marriage. Do I regret it? Not really. But is it, I would say if you can wait, wait. But if you want to taste the Kool-Aid before you buy the whole pitcher or whatever, go ahead and get those little things going, you know, and try to figure out, you know, what you like, what your partner likes. Because if you can't be pleased in bed by a man, or he can't be pleased in bed with you, then that's going to really put a serious kibosh on your marriage. Now, I could see if you were, you know, in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you weren't, you know, knocking the boots like you used to when you were in your 20s. But when you're just beginning marriage, intimacy is one of the most important pieces of the marriage, as far as I was concerned. You know, being able to share intimately, not only emotionally, you know, conversation, holding hands, but physically, you know, in bed. So, am I for or against sex before marriage? I'm for sex before marriage. I mean, we're in the 21st century and, you know, or is it 21st century? We're in 2012 and, you know, go ahead and get you a piece. But if you can, of course, save yourself for that special person. It's important if you can. But if you can't, I say, go ahead. Because, or at least wait until you're engaged. I was listening to what someone else said. Wait until you're engaged. That's probably a better way to put that. Because when you're engaged, you've already made that step toward being really serious. And you're not just fucking to be fucking. So, my strong suggestion is wait until you're engaged. And then start to talk about that. And, you know, tip your toe in that water. But until then, hey, you know, go on some dates. Like I said, play dominoes, play Monopoly, you know, watch television together, watch sports with him, and excuse me. And well, I know he ain't gonna want to watch Single Ladies with you, but you know, and those are just some ideas. But watch television together, and you know, just do those things that should bring two people together. aside from the sex, because that should be the icing on the cake, actually. So if you can wait until you're engaged, I would say that would probably be the better bet. And take that slow. Take that slowly. Get to know one another's bodies, and get to know one another's pleasure points, or what turns the other one on, and take it slow. But yes, sex before marriage, sure. But wait until you're engaged if you can. So that's my 2 cents on sex before marriage. I know I was back and forth. But I do think you should wait until you're engaged. That's a good idea. Someone else made that suggestion. That's a great idea, because then you're serious, or you're making steps toward really being serious about one another. So that's my thing on sex before marriage. Are you married? Did you have sex before you got married? Are you in a relationship? Are you waiting to have sex? Are you in a relationship and you've already had sex, and thank God, so that you guys can know one another? Leave the comments down below, and I would love to get your feedback. All right, thanks. Ciao now.
A lingering melody that persists until another melody displaces it.